Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. In today's video, I'd like to go over the fastest way to farm XP in Temtem 1.0. Throughout the video, we'll be going into the setup, the execution, as well as a brief generalist way to farm XP that has very little barrier to entry because this method is a little more advanced with its setup. Anyways, all of that said, I managed to level up a Magmus from level 1 to 100 in about 5 minutes, so if you're interested in that, definitely make sure to sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Alright, so first things first, this intricate guide was actually put together by Chap on playtemtem.com and was initially made for early access but later updated just before 1.0. Also, special thanks to Zos in the Temtem Discord for bringing this godlike method to my attention. No new farming spots of note have really arisen since the release of 1.0, but when doing research for this video, I found that most, including myself, were using an inferior method for leveling. Anyways, here are some of the prerequisites that you're going to need in order to set up, and again, we will go over the other method too at the end of this, so if this seems daunting, just stay tuned for that. Firstly, you're gonna need the Coward's Cloak and the Ignoramous Cloak, both of which I'll have video guides linked below on how to get. You can also use the Learning Aid items for even more XP. You can find the Learning Aid Plus, which triples XP at the Tamer's Paradise. I have a guide going over feathers, which you need to purchase them as well, linked below, so keep that in mind. You're going to also want to have some feathers because you will be needing to TV train some Temtem, and you can do that by simply buying the correct enhancer items, or you can do it the old school way. It's really up to you. The new enhancer fruits, which give you 100 for each stat, are available in the Temtem's Paradise as well. And if you want some good TV training spots, I'll leave a link below to a guide from my friend over at Legacy Games that goes over the best spots to TV train. All right, so you're gonna need the following. Number 1, you need to catch an amphibian porpoise with a speed SV of 7 or higher. It can be located in the rice fields located on Sipanku as seen on screen. If you want to test it, you can use a water type attack on it because an amphibian would end up activated. Then you must catch 4 scales with minimum HP SVs of 45, which can be found at the Thalassian Cliffs located here. Then you must TV train porpoise to 500 speed TVs and attack TVs, and then train all 4 scales to have 500 HP TVs. The other TVs for scales don't matter as long as HP is maxed out. Then what you're going to want to do is level all 5 of these to level 100 and evolve them. I personally leveled them up in the Chieftain's Barrow in an unoptimized fashion, just using a Learning Aid Plus and a couple Temtem that could hit the Temtem present pretty hard. It doesn't really matter how you do this, just get them all to level 100. All right, so you guys are still with me? Okay, so what you're gonna do now is make sure if you have the Coward's Blanket item, you have it turned off, and equip the Ignoramus Cloak to your porpoise, whom you should have evolved into Lodal. You can then set up your squad as seen with Lodal at the front, 4 of the evolved scales, which are now Scunch, following it, and then the Temtem you want to level up in the 6th slot. You're going to want to put the move Matter Teleport on your Lodal, and you're also going to see that now its trait is Voodoo, which is the evolution path for the amphibian trait. Next, we're going to head over to the Melee Shrine, which I just mentioned earlier, where you can encounter Brockhelm. Turn on your Learning Aid and get into battle. You're going to use Matter Teleport to hit your own Scunch and knock it out. In doing this, what'll happen is Scunch will die, but the Voodoo trait will kick in and kill both Brockhelm. You're going to repeat this until all of your Scunch are knocked out. Use your Tem file to heal up and do it again. Then if you're not level 100 by then, it literally only took me like 8 encounters, but if you're not, you can either use a smoke bomb or travel back to the closest Temporium stand, which is only a few seconds outside of the shrine, heal up and come back. Okay, now after listening to all of that, you might be thinking to yourself, why is this better than just hitting them really hard? And I really want you guys to understand exactly what Chap's reasoning is for this, and it does completely check out, which essentially boils down to the fact that the Ignoramus Cloak ignores the XP for Lodal, meaning that more XP goes to the target Temtem, which is the one with the Coward's Cloak in the 6th slot. Then when you kill Scunch, Scunch actually doesn't receive XP because it's fainted. So you're getting 100% of the XP from both Brockhelm, which are both killed at the same time, instantly transferring to that Temtem. As you can see on screen, we received over 150,000 experience points just from a single round, and in one instance leveled up from 1 to level 50. I will also say keep whichever Temtem you're trying to evolve unevolved until the max level so that you can get more experience points, because there is a bonus for being unevolved. You can see that originally we got 151,000 and then it went up to 181,000 after we refused to evolve Magmus into Mastio. Chap also mentioned that a small time save is also the fact that when you hit an ally Temtem, the actual animation doesn't play, so you save a little bit of time there as well. But yeah, this is pretty much the fastest way to gain experience. All of the shrines present within the game already give bonus XP. The wild spawns in this particular shrine are all level 100, and with the outlined method, you can just kind of go nuts. As for the simpler method that doesn't require a whole lot of setup, but still notably some, I highly recommend checking out Bloon's video, which will be linked below, but in short, this setup involves getting 2 fire-type Koish with the Synergy Master trait and have both of them use Lava Wave, with them being TV trained in speed and attack. This method is not going to be as fast, but definitely more of a relaxed way, and just start killing Bralkelm without much thought behind it. But yeah, whether you decide to go with the absolute fastest method, which I personally think you should just do, it will require setup, but it's going to save you tons of time in the long run, or you want to go with the Koish method, I do hope that this video was helpful in your XP farming endeavors. Once again, special thanks to Zos and Chap, because without them this guide would not have been possible, and don't forget to check out Bloon's video for more of an expanded look on the Koish method. With all that being said, if you are a fan of Temtem or monster taming games like it, definitely subscribe to my channel because I put out new videos every single day. Check out my Twitter, my Discord, and my Patreon, all links below. Special thanks to the patrons, especially Jim Hamilton, Dro Ghost, Dark Persona, and Exodus, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.